Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. Well, it is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now, I wish to know thine appearance. What is thy name? Poki. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. Poki. Seek out all Pokémon, and thou shalt find me once more. Welcome to Pokémon Legends Arceus. My name's Poki. Oh, it feels so great to finally be doing this one. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? You're alive, my boy. You gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that. Thank goodness you seem unharmed. I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand? Come now, who in the world does that? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? Doubt it. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. This is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Corral! You splish-splash. Oh my, I'd completely forgotten. I had just caught up to these three runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. Almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Ah, but do you even know what Pokemon is? Of course I do. My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems you have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these three Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Ah yes, what might your name be? Oh, so you're called Poki. Name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have a lovely meaning. It means an idiot. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Leventon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Leventon seems right. I am something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as three here. Wow. Oh, blasted brother, my darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? Terribly sorry, but could you help me round them up? I beg of you. Wait, you three, wait! Here we are. Run along here real quick. The glowing, beeping object over there. You found something that resembles a phone. Probably your phone, but it's changed shape. I feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone and thy mission. Seek out all Pokemon. We'll do our best to do that this Let's Play. Alas, yet another miss. Aha! Glad you're to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. Tried catching some of these little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. That one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant. Apparently it battles using sharp feathers. That one over there is Cyndaquil. Fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up when it's surprised or irate. Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on this water. It can battle using this shell-like object on its belly. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here you go, my boy. Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. You obtained 50 Pokeballs. Ah, but that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. As I have mentioned, that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to a minuscule size. That's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw them at a Pokemon, and why the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball as comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. Be awfully grateful if you can catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon and let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it for me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Pokemon can be caught using throwing Pokeballs at them. Hold the ZR button to ready a Pokeball and take aim. You can keep moving around as you do, and to use the right stick to adjust your angle and aim carefully at your target Pokemon. Release the ZR button to throw a Pokeball. If it hits the Pokemon, you may be able to catch it. If you've readied a Pokeball but do not want to throw it, press B to cancel the throw. Oh. Let us throw. 1 and caught. Oh, wonderful! You've caught a Pokemon. Seems you got a knack for this Pokemon catching business, Pokey. Jolly useful skill you've got around here. The 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. Hardly believe it, Pokey. Incredible. People fear even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap up this sharpish, shall we? Ah, yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another try, old boy. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. Sees, these 3 Pokemon you've got have only arrived in the village to help our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. As I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. I must say, Pokey, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an ARC phone, you say. What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? You indulge me for a moment. There's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream, and it's to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokedex. Yes, a proper Pokedex is a wonderful work of research, containing detailed records of all the Pokemon that can be found in a region. But in order to properly document them, one must, of course, catch them. Therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. Situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my boy? Then whoever, and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. You have a Pokedex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man is of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. This way, if you please. This is Jubilife Village. Come a long way thanks to the fine people of the Galaxy Exploration Team. The road we are on, known to the locals as Canola Avenue. Where'd you come from, a new crew? The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. What manner of dress is that? And since we know little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. Now the impressive building up ahead is Galaxy Hall, headquarters to this entire outfit. Oh, botherations, I almost forgotten. Need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask for you to wait for me at the canteen? It's just past this bridge here and then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. Your ARC phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to know where you need to go next. Use the minus button to view the map of your ARC phone. You can consult the map for guidance in your next destination and information on your missions and requests. You also see guidance markers when you're out exploring or running around the village. If you're not sure where to go next, stop and look around in all directions. When you spot one of these markers, then head for it. Alright, we're finally off on our own for a minute. This game's a lot different from the other Pokemon games. I'm glad this is the one I get to play. Well now, aren't you awfully suspicious? Wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. You'd be minced meat in those flimsy. What if you were attacked by a Pokemon? You'd be minced meat in those flimsy clothes. The guard lets you through. You must have ties with somebody in the village. Perhaps you met Professor Leviton. He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though, so it makes me a bit worried for him. I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thunder Shock not long ago and had to take to my bed. Professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, it's just as Akari says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Professor! But everything will be quite alright now. Loki here has agreed to help us with our Pokedex. Excuse me, you plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Silene's permission. I'll allow it. Captain Silene! Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I'm the captain of Galaxy Team's Survey Corps. You may call me Silene. Professor Leviton has shown me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped out of his control. Now it seems like he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. I'm a little older than that, but that works. Why, old enough to work for your keep? We can't simply let it take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself trustworthy. Oh, most responsible decision, Captain. Are you sure? Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you got plenty of questions for our visitor. It's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum! The usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Must oblige. Your potato mochi never fail to please. Professor Leviton, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Ah, well, you know that great hole in the sky that the one people call the space-time rift? Our friend fell right out of it. You can't be serious. Come now, I'm a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. That there are in the grass, in the forest, by water, or wherever they like. Our job as the Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they may possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Poke will come in. He successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand? Nobody in the Galaxy Team is capable of feats such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. 3? We've had hard enough time catching even 1 wild Pokemon come after us. To be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. The key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend here is fearless enough just to do that. Survey Corps really have leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider. Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rain on the good captain's stress soon enough. Now have your fill, Pokey. And think, if you make it to the Galaxy Team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. That was quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, you do remember that Pokey has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Pokey's skills. Let's hope it's not misplaced. Oh, key was it? For tonight, at least, we'll provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters here. If we fail to trust the pile we put you in tomorrow, you must move on. You'll be expelled from the village to meet your fate and perhaps your death in the wilds. Captain Silene's somewhat like Hisui, in that they're both quite harsh. Now, she simply puts a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing we can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. Imagine our new friends has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both good night. Yes, good night. Rift in the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. Alright. Head to the survey quarters, or survey corps quarters you've been assigned. Sorry for the misspeaking during all the reading. I am known to not read well. Nice little cozy place. Sleep in the morning in your futon till the quarters. Survey tips contain all kinds of useful information to help you carry out your survey's work here in the Hisui region. Read them at any time, simply press the up button to open the menu and then go to the help screen. Handy tips for team members. Don't wish for your toils to be forgotten. Diligent records keeping you will save you from such a fate. Save your progress, press the up button to open the menu, then scroll to the ZRZL button until you reach the save screen. There's also an autosave function that you can use to have your progress saved automatically. If you can enable or disable autosave by scrolling to the help screen in the menu and then selecting settings. We will leave that on. Let us rest.